Well, many Postal Service employees now standing up and speaking out against the service being privatized. In DeKalb County, we saw people holding signs protesting the proposal. It comes from the Trump administration. The president saying he's considered moving the USPS to the Commerce Department and doing so through an executive action. Today's rally comes after the Postmaster General announced plans to cut 10,000 workers and billions from the agency's budget. One USPS worker telling our crews that everyday Georgians will see their quality of service decline.
President Trump and the DOGE team is affecting millions of people, civilians as in the mail. The mail has been delayed under the joy, and the customers has been feeling this for a long time.
Similar rallies were held across the United States. This video showing demonstrations in Chicago. And back in February, remember, Postmaster General Louis DeJoy announced he would be stepping down.